Welcome back to the daily crypto market update. BTC had a little bit of volatility. Gosh, if only someone told us that this could possibly be happening. So it only fell down about 3%. Honestly, this is the kind of price action that the TBD stop loss hunting alert lets us know about. There's going to be whipsaw activity. So it's really a nothing burger. I'm still looking at the daily time frame going, yeah, okay. I'll only be slightly concerned if the price of Bitcoin falls inside of the daily TBO cloud. And that doesn't seem to be an issue right now. Daily volume yesterday was below average. Unfortunately, it was not enough to go above this yellow moving average line. RSI fell a little bit lower, but again, it's like looking at the weekly, zooming out, it's not really that big a deal. And especially because if you look at other charts, right now, Ethereum is actually doing really well. It's not only holding up better than Bitcoin is, it's actually testing resistance. Resistance is set right here at 27.34 on the daily time frame from the TBO. Price is just like $23 away from it. I am suspecting that Ethereum is going to break above this, and it's actually going to be pushing up over the weekend. Not 19%. This is Ethereum, guys. It's going to take 25, 30, 60, 90 days for it to move up 18%. No, I'm just kidding. But it is looking arguably much better than BTC. We are almost at 70 on weekly RSI, which is a great sign as well. No other breakouts available here because they already appeared back over here early in May. So Ethereum's looking just fine. Bitcoin dominance is actually showing signs of falling and losing strength, especially after falling on Tuesday this week inside of the cloud. This is what happened back over here. We saw it continue to fall lower and lower and lower. Just so you know, I've been expecting Bitcoin dominance to oscillate back and forth, just to chop sideways. And it could still go up higher if Bitcoin pumps miraculously up to $120,000 today. We should see Bitcoin dominance shoot up. But the goal is for Bitcoin dominance to stay inside this green mass, the TBO cloud, and ideally to go below the cloud. This is when it becomes strong bearish, and that's going to be a great, great sign. All right. Others dominance is also showing some really positive signs here as well, especially on the 4-hour time frame. There are two recent TBO Close shorts. The last one had a very short-lived move of 2.89%, and then it got rejected. I think, again, it's like this weird feeling from alts, from others, that they just want to pump. And we're seeing that happen today. We're seeing with Uniswap right now is actually testing TBO resistance. Note that this is one of those charts that I shared earlier this week? No, it's last week, showing you these TBT bullish diversion signals, just like back over here. And even though it took a lot of time for Uniswap to move up 25%, there we go. I mean, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It just takes time, especially on the 4-hour time frame. Uniswap's looking really good. S is starting to look really good. Although it did not have an official RSI reset, it's basically behaving like it is. So I'm expecting S to be moving up short term to the TBO Fast line like it always does here at about 48 cents or so. But ideally back up here actually from this price, that's like a 37% move. We'll see. SPX made a new local high, which I'm very happy about because this is one I continue to buy and I've been trading and I'm holding it. So it has a new local high at $1.07, almost $1.08. This is a great sign. On the 4-hour time frame, it already printed its TBO breakouts back over here on the 22nd of May. So it's starting to move up about 20%. It's a pretty good result so far. Volume is looking really good. And this is the decentralized pair. This is on Ethereum. So it'll be different depending on the other exchanges that we're looking at. But this is great. Seeing it strong bullish back above the daily TBO cloud. I told you before, once it does break up higher, this is the next target right here, which is TBO resistance. That is at a weird number because of all the decimal values, but basically $1.52. If it actually knocks that, I'm going to be taking a little bit of profit right around $1.49, $1.47, just because it's a long historical TBO resistance level. And of course, we have this 2.272 Fibonacci extension that's just over $2. I actually have a lot more I want to share with you, but you know the spiel. There's a lot more to be offered at thebettertraders.com. The link is in the description below. We have great courses available for you. 50 Minutes Financial Freedom is an awesome intermediate course that teaches you passive and active trading strategies using the AllTrading platform. Our 2 advanced courses, MPI and TST, for passive trading, for active trading. And of course, there's the new course. Of course, there's a new course with Mastering Assets in partnership with KAITO Media called The Complete Cryptocurrency Investor. This is more of a beginner, someone made for a beginner in crypto, not necessarily a new to investing kind of beginner, but someone that is new to the idea of cryptocurrency and wants to know the ropes, get shortcuts. That's the course. So let's talk about these other charts. QNT, remember this one from earlier this week? It pumped up 10%. Closed the breakout on Tuesday, closed another breakout. It's working on, well, it still has to move up higher, but it could be printing a third breakout in a row. On the 4-hour time frame, it had these 2 breakouts yesterday evening. Tuesday evening, and then Wednesday early morning. Then it confirmed another one in the afternoon yesterday, which is great. So Quantum's short-term target, in my opinion, is going to be right here. I don't expect it to go up all the way up here to 163. Even just a little bit south of that is a good target. 138 makes sense, and it's already pumped a lot. So just be cautious if you're chasing a chart like this. Maker. This one still has the TBO breakout cluster from a couple weeks ago, and we're still waiting on it. The price is slowly starting to go back above the daily TBO cloud, but on the 4-hour time frame, lo and behold, we have these 3 orange dots. These are all TBO close shorts. These are bullish reversal signals, especially when they're pretty close or just above. They're close to or just above TBO support. KAITO, this one on the 4-hour time frame, has 2 new TBO breakouts. This one is on Wednesday in the middle of the night. It's still looking good. I am waiting to see a breakout here on the daily time frame. Note the whippy price action. So stuff like this can be a little bit tricky to trade on the daily, but on the 4-hour, plenty of opportunities to trade this chart as it bounces back to the fast line over and 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 over. Now, see all these orange tags here? I think you might have a good idea about what these are. These are all TBO close short clusters on the 4-hour time frame. Celestia has 5 of them. The 5th one is currently in progress. That's crazy. Say has 3. Flow has 2. DYDX has 3. AR has 3. One right there is hidden behind the X. And then Comp has 4. What do these mean? Well, the idea is that these TBO close short clusters near support let us know that there should be a bounce coming soon. And it's not necessarily going to be like the pump, but these are really good signs to be watching out for, especially given the fact that a lot of these have been really quiet, doing basically nothing. So seeing an explosive move to the upside would be really, really exciting for a lot of these coins. Now, a couple of charts to pay attention to. Monero XMR had a pretty serious sell-off yesterday. From the top to the drop, about 13%. But even though it's closed inside of the daily TBO cloud, it's actually still holding up pretty well, assuming that we enter on the fast line. We're just waiting for that quick bounce up. Do you see why? Before I was saying, no, we're not going to be aiming for the tip top. We want to just go right below TBO resistance for like 11% or so. So we're just waiting right now. Nothing really terrible happening as far as I can see. It's just market manipulation and price action. It's crypto. Now, one chart that's really weird and manipulated is TON. If you've been paying attention, we've been talking about TON a lot over the last several weeks. Just doing nothing, testing resistance, and then finally, literally out of nowhere, a massive pump that is at least 5 times, no wait, let me look at that number. I'm going to say 6 times the moving average, which is crazy. So this is a pump and dump for sure. But just because it's a pump and dump does not mean that this is a one and done. We could see the price continue to push up higher because when we have wicks like this to the upside, these are something that I call predictive wicks. I need to do an update video on that just to help you all out. But typically these give us a target of where the market could go next. We actually saw this happen with XMR back over here in late April. We saw a huge upper wick like this, and it took some time, but eventually the price went, oh, the price can go up there. And it took 11 days, but it hit it. So I suspect the same thing is going to happen with TON coin. But the biggest news about this is that TON coin is finally above the first overhead resistance fan line. We had some tests and some pierces back over here earlier this month. Finally, a close above, and we're working on another candle above that as well. So if you want access to the TBO indicator, if you want access to the TBT divergence signals, you have to go to thebettertraders.com, go to the club, and scroll all the way down. And then you want to join the trader tier. The trader tier gives you access to the TBO, the watch list. I'm working on the June watch list right now. Time flies, June already. Good grief. And if you want TBT divergence, that's in the pro tier. So until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.